Last year, so many of you joined us for the 5K, and it was the most amazing experience in person and virtually. It was so much fun that we are bringing it back. This time, it's in Tampa.
May 4th, we are bringing the whole crew back, including Jelly Roll. Me, Tom, Jelly Roll. Listen, if you don't think you can do it, Tommy, tell them they can do it.
You can do it. We can do it. We did it. Look at us. It's not that crazy. You can do it. You just have to try a little bit. Go to twobears5k.com to register. And thank you to Spartan for helping us produce and put this on. And everybody at YMH and Birdie Boy. We are so excited. We will see you May 4th in Tampa for the next Two Bears 5K.
And I can't wait for Baker Mayfield to verbally commit.
He's coming?
He's definitely coming.
Great ass on that guy.
The Permission to Party World Tour kicks off September 18th in Rockford, Illinois, the 19th in Milwaukee, the 20th in St. Paul, Minnesota, the 21st in Duluth, Minnesota, followed by Eugene, Oregon, September 28th. Avoid scalpers and go to Bert.com to get your lowest ticket price.
I'd kill to put chips in my vagina, like Doritos and
I'd
stuff.
put so much stuff in my vagina if I had a vagina.
No, you wouldn't.
I would put so much stuff.
What? Like your wallet? What would you put in there?
I definitely have my ID in there. I've been drinking straight for like 3 days.
Oh, how do you feel?
I feel great. I mean, doesn't catch up with you until tomorrow. I flew on a red eye to New York.
Yeah.
Drank on that flight. Woke up, took a meeting. Meeting went well. Had drinks at lunch. Fell asleep. Went to dinner with Tim Dillon. Drank there.
Yeah.
Slept maybe 3 hours. Got to the airport. Started drinking mimosas. Fell asleep on my plane. Slept the whole flight back and forth, both flights.
Well, that's good.
I'm about to have another drink.
When? Do it now. Get wasted during the podcast. It's so much funnier.
Pete, make me a drink and surprise me. Someone downstairs. Can I tell you, this is what I was thinking. When you taste, say, Sprite or root beer, and then you taste Diet Coke or Coke.
It's not, this is so much better. This is my drink, Diet Sprite. And most people don't have it. So
Diet Sprite might be the best.
It is. It hurts when you swallow it, so it's good because it's like cut. I feel like I'm swallowing knives. And I want to die. But root beer is so good.
Root beer is. I mean, I bet the first person that sipped root beer, and it was like, yo, I want more of this.
Yeah. And, putting the ice cream in it, the vanilla ice cream. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Can I tell you what I wish I had in life was, what do they call like a egg?
That's a Jewish New York. That's a New York thing.
What is it? Egg cream?
Egg cream.
Yeah.
It's also good to guzzle soda when you're hungover.
I went to couples therapy today.
Thank God you weren't. Do you like couples therapy?
I knew I had a victory coming in. Like I knew I was going to win this one. I crushed this couples therapy. Yeah, and actually, my wife cried in the middle, and I go, no fair catches here. Like, come on, you take the loss the way you're supposed to take the loss.
Man up. Yeah.
Yeah. We did an hour 15 in couples therapy.
Wow. You've had an intense.
I watched your special.
Today?
I did. It's so good. You are so.
Did we start the podcast?
Funny. Yeah, we started.
I have no idea.
You are so funny.
Oh, Bert.
But you're not, it's, I always say this, and I want to say it one more time. The day I met you was through Joe DeRosa. Yeah. It was me, you, and Joe DeRosa at Comics.
Yeah, it was closed a long time ago.
And Joe was hosting, you were featuring, I was headlining, and Joe said, Joe got off stage, he brought you on stage, he goes, hey, have you seen Jessica do stand-up? And I said, no. And he goes, you may want to watch. And I went, really? He goes, it's going to be a long weekend. And man, you've always been so fucking funny.
Yeah, a lot of pain. Where it comes from.
Yeah, my pain is, it's crazy. Like my pain is insecurity, really.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very insecure.
Wow. You know what's interesting with all, because your career obviously is insane, like the way fans are with you and all of it. Does it ever, like when you get off stage and you have thousands and thousands and thousands of people, do you feel good? Because like it never fills the hole for me. I'm glad people are laughing, but I just don't even, it just doesn't do it.
It's the only thing that fills the hole.
That's why you're so successful.
I didn't get on stage for like 9 months, right? Like I took some time off.
Yeah.
And I just did Vegas. And I really honestly was thinking, I'll do this next special. I just released one. I was like, I owe another one. I'll do that one. And then I may be done. I may just tap out and just kind of, I don't mean this like shitty, but like when you become an older comedian and you see some dudes holding on to it, you're like, I don't want to be that. Like,
but they don't have success.
no, but like even like it's cool when you see Seinfeld show up at the Cellar. It's cool.
Yeah.
When you see Chris Rock show up at the Cellar, it's cool. But you know, there's some guys that show up and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, of course. You're like you should have given it up years ago.
Yeah.
You're like a child molester. You seem like a comedy child molester. You're just lurking around, hoping to get on. It's been 50 years. I know. Yeah.
And
they're so bitter.
Can I tell you, like, I look at like certain guys, I'm going to say his name because I love him, but I'm going to edit it out. But like, I look at like, he did it right.
Yeah.
He's in fucking Florida. He's a beautiful wife. He's loving life. He does stand up when he wants to do stand up. He fucking redoes houses. He just does like cool shit. And I go, that's the fucking move. That's the move. Moves out to the city, gets married, I look at those guys, they did it right.
Yeah.
Edit their names out only because I don't want them to think that I'm calling them old, but I would text them all, but they're my age. They're my age.
The two guys that you just mentioned are amazing people.
They're amazing people.
Yeah.
And they're not like, they just did it right. And I go, man, when's my time to walk away?
Right, but they don't have a tour bus parked outside.
Well, yeah.
They also don't have kids.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, does...
Yes, it definitely doesn't.
No. I don't know if does. I don't think so.
I don't think he does either.
Yeah.
He was married, but he not, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I sometimes think, and then I went on stage in Vegas, and when they cheered for me.
I understand.
I watched the whole fill. I watched it go. And I was
but is it permanent? It's temporary, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait a second, I get on stage.
That's what I'm talking about. I just said that.
The second I get off stage, I'm like, I need to fill it whole again.
Yeah, I just said when you get off stage, it's never your whole. I have a huge hole. I don't mean in my vagina. I have a huge emotional hole that my mother never filled.
What was your father like?
Wow. My father was the funniest person I've ever met on earth, which is a huge statement because I'm around the funniest people, but he killed me every day. I mean, he was out of his mind. Like he'd go into a fancy restaurant and bark really loud and everyone would just stop and, he'd hide my shoe every day. Couldn't find it for school. Like I'd follow him, behind him to go somewhere and he'd go into like parking lots of schools and just drive around just to torture me. But he had a horrible temper and he was a perfectionist and, anal and OCD. And he was very tough on us. Very.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. This is a funny story. He came to my Comedy Central taping years ago and I had one of the best sets I've ever had. He came to my second show, which was just it was an incredible show. And Phil Donahue and Marlo Thomas came. This is so random. And Phil Donahue fell asleep during my set, by the way. And I'm like, Phil, in the middle of my set, I'm like, Phil, are you sleeping? He was like, so they came upstairs, Phil and Marlo, to tell me how great they thought it was. And they met my father and they go, so you must be so proud. She was amazing. He goes, yeah, she was good. She lost steam in the middle, but she was good. Yeah. Yeah. And he was verbally, very tough.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. He used to like slam his head into furniture when he was mad. Like he didn't hit us, but he was very dramatic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of close to me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm dramatic.
Yeah,
I'm dramatic.
But do you slam your heads in cabinets like when your kids ask you for money?
I definitely had a period of time growing up where I punched walls.
Oh yeah, everyone I've been with punched walls.
Yeah, it kind of went away.
Not now, but yeah.
I think the Me Too movement kind of kids stopped punching walls.
Yeah. As long as it's a wall and not like your dog, like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Back in the day when I first got my very first dog, in Florida, they taught you to spank a dog if it peed on the... Like that was like...
I was kidding about the dog.
No, I swear to God.
I haven't punched my dog in a couple of years, and I feel good about it.
I would never punch it. Did you see my dogs downstairs?
No.
Oh,
I smelled them, but I didn't... Yeah. I smelled your dogs and bone broth. It was a lot walking in.
Yeah.
A lot.
My dogs smell horrible. One smells okay. Izzy smells okay. Mac, if you touch him on the head, your hands are infected.
On the head?
His face, it's the worst part of his body. His face is so bad.
What is he eating?
Anything.
The other dog's ass? Does he do that? Do they eat each other's asses?
No, but you can watch him. Like you can watch her tease him. By the way, they're brother and sister.
Oh, God, this is gross. Yeah,
and you'll watch her tease him, and then he'll get into it.
Like she wags her tail around?
Like she'll move her tail to the side and just kind of like stand in front of him.
Oh, that's funny.
I wish that still happened in life.
Yeah.
Maybe it does. Maybe I'm just not perceptive.
Yeah, you mean so like a woman just puts her, like wags her ass a little
like a woman could just stand in front of you and just...
Gay men do that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about gay men.
Yeah, they're the best. That's like almost my whole...
They're better in so many respects to straight men.
Yeah.
Straight men are problematic.
Yeah.
Let's just say straight men are dealing with so many issues that gay men don't bring to the table.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just so much. We just did a bar takeover at a gay bear bar.
Really?
Me and Tom, yeah.
That's great.
It was called the Iron Bear in Austin, Texas. And we had a lot of our fans that showed up. But mostly it was all gay men.
Yeah.
And it was bears.
I love bears.
And they were so
I think I'm going to Bear Week to perform in Provincetown, Massachusetts.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the bears must love you.
I've got a lot of love from the bear community. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I'm not technically a bear because I don't have hair on my back.
Oh,
shoulders.
Yeah.
You got to be covered in hair to
I
be
know.
a bear.
The hairier you are, the more ass you get.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're handsy. I'll tell you that.
I say that all the time. They're like, yeah, that's how butch women have always been with me, like old school butch women. They're like, how you doing, little lady? And then they'll grab my tit. And I'm like, that's not okay.
I had two lesbians one time at the DC Improv put their hand in my pants and grab my dick. So I hadn't felt a dick in a while. And one goes, I just haven't felt one in a while. And by the way, they were actually beautiful. They were beautiful. Like,
I can't believe
kind of like blonde softball lesbians, like, like kind of,
yeah.
And one put their hand in my pants and she went, I haven't felt a dick in a while. She probably grabbed my dick and I went, whoa, this is way before. This is like when I was still doing clubs. So this has got to be like 12 years ago, 10 years ago. And then the other goes, and I said, holy shit. She goes, whoa. And then the other one did it and I went, oh my God. And I didn't count it as cheating because.
Well, you didn't put their hands there. Yeah. But did you ask them to do it again?
No, but I think about it a lot.
Yeah, I bet.
I do.
You picture it with the both of them, the whole thing, the lesbian thing?
I ended up going to a strip club with them.
Wow, this is getting more interesting. So that wasn't cheating either, yeah.
No, Taylor Tomlinson was with me.
Really?
Yeah, Taylor Tomlinson was with me. And Taylor never has really drank ever. I think she has now, but she was with me. She was opening for me. And they said, let's go to a strip club. And I went to a strip club with them. And then I got there and I realized I mean this in like the weirdest way, but I was unsafe in that I didn't know these women and I was like, what am I doing here? Like, this is like, I was doing it because it was fun. And I thought Taylor was going to come and then Taylor left. And then we ended up at a strip club. And I remember the second I realized I was unsafe was when the bartender asked me if I wanted my drink separate from theirs. And I was like,
really?
Yeah, and I was like, what?
Why?
And then I was like, I don't know. Maybe they're going to rob me. Maybe they were going to drug me and rob me. I don't know.
Well, they grabbed your dick.
Yeah, they were really sweet people. I just left.
Yeah. That's it's funny that you don't see that as assault, but like if someone did that to a woman, whether it's a woman or a guy, it would be a major, like, yeah.
Yeah. I don't see that as assault. But I also I'm probably pretty I don't know. Wait, when you watch, because you talked about this in your special, do you watch porn at all?
Yeah, not anymore because I'm having good sex, but I did watch it. I watched it on the road.
So was it what?
On my phone. I mean, I was disgusting. I would just put free porn in the search and then watch it.
Pornhub's pretty legit.
Yeah, it is.
Pornhub's.
They're like, are you over 18? I love when it asks you that. Like if someone's 11, they're just going to click it. What is that? It's the dumbest question.
Do you think
I'm over 18.
Do you think there's people that are like, God damn it, I can't get past this over 18 question.
I'm 17. I can't wait till August. Like, it's so stupid.
Son of a, hey, will you hit that? You're over 18. Will you hit that button?
Yeah, like buy beer for me. Will you? Yeah.
I'm blown away consistently that when you go to Texas, they go, hey, the representatives in your state say that you need to enter your driver's license.
I know.
And start an account. Can you imagine starting an account on Pornhub?
Yeah.
And being like, Bert Kreischer. This is what I like. Everyone can know. Oh my God.
Yeah. And if they saw what you like, I mean, I can't even. Yeah. I know.
I'm always in the search for the thing I didn't know was out there.
Really? Like you just put in like spatula, old woman. Like what do you put in?
Okay. So this is going to get super aggressive.
Okay. Well, you had let someone grab your dick and you punched your dog. So I wouldn't be surprised the porn you.
I only like point of views that I see when I'm having sex.
That makes sense.
So like I only like things I can see that I can visualize that have actually happened to me.
Oh.
So like I can't I'm not like I don't like seeing two people have sex. I like to see just the woman perspective.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not like
I understand that though.
Yeah, but I'm always looking for something that like the first time I ever saw something that like we were like, whoa, what's that? I'm always looking for that. So like, but I don't. But you said that. But when lesbian porn, because I had a joke about, I hope my daughter's not gay because it's going to ruin 2/3 of porn for me. And so, but then I realized lesbian porn is not really lesbian sex.
Right. I mean, sometimes it is.
It's made for men, right?
Yes, that's what the point is. It's made for men. It is. Because I say it's women with long nails and tons of makeup on, like, oh my God, that feels so good. Yeah. Harder. Give me a hysterectomy. Like, that's my joke. And I say real lesbian porn is women just sitting around crying and eating hummus. It's just, but that's, listen, I mean, the older I am, the more I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. Like, I just have to have sex and have a great time and be crazy. But that is what happens a lot with women when they stay together forever and it's not going well. And they're, guys, it's like, I feel like I don't think gay men would do that.
I think gay men get after it.
They do. And they also bring someone in sometimes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. They're just like, they can bring in a friend and be like, see you at brunch Sunday. Like this is a general thing. They really it's not everyone.
Cheat coded this life.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, fuck. I love these boots. Anywhere worth going is worth going in a good pair of boots. That is the truth, man. You're not a man unless you have a pair of boots. I will say that. Find your perfect pair with Tecovas. Tecovas is awesome. Have you ever wondered if you could pull off boots with your personal style, this type of jean you wear? Well, by the way, Tecovas got you hooked up. You owe it to your feet to pull on a pair of Tecovas. Being confident isn't about just being different. It's about being yourself. Find comfort in the traditions of the West and confidence from making it your own. Honor the West by leaving your own boot print. Tecovas crafts quality Western boots for everyone, from generational ranchers and lifelong cowboys to first-time boot buyers. Every one of Tecovas boots are handcrafted with over 200 meticulous steps for broken-in comfort right out of the box, and that is 100% accurate. Whether it's a long day or a big night, Tecovas are built to last and impress. There's no compromise between quality and style. And these things are comfortable. And I was confused. I was like, I don't really have a pair of boot cut jeans. And because boots go up to your thigh, not your thigh, but some do. Not the kind I wear. Boots go up to your shin. So I got the Dean Midnight Cowhide zip boot, and it just goes right above your ankle. And I can wear them with all my jeans. And they, like I'm saying, they are out of the box comfortable. Right now, get 10% off at tecovas.com/Bert when you sign up for email and text. That's 10% off at tecovas.com/Bert. Tecovas.com/Bert. See site for details. Tecovas, point your toes west. Have better sex with Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. Man, I got a story I want to tell so bad about Blue Chew. Guys, be ready. when she needs it, and get your first month of Blue Chew free. Great sex is a few clicks away. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Let me tell you how great these things are. I'm without getting too specific, but we are talking about erections. I will simply say, Leanne noticed one and said, "What is going on here? This is like crazy." And I was like, thank you, Blue Chew, for sponsoring this podcast. Make life easier by getting harder and discovering your options at BlueChew.com. And we got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew for free when you use promo code Bertcast. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. That's promo code Bertcast. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we would like to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring The Other Morning and this podcast.
I do gay cruises. Yeah, I do cruises with thousands of gay men, and it's unbelievable. I have a new thing about it that I'll talk about in my next special, but they have a sex deck. I know. They have a deck where they go and fool around, and it's like feeding time at the zoo. Like, you just see them all like, yeah, take it. Yeah, daddy's coming. Like, it's just, you hear sounds, and then there's staff usually like walking around like these Filipino men who are completely traumatized to like a mop and a bucket. It's really, they're fooling around everywhere, and they have to say on like the loudspeaker, please don't go in the public area.
Oh my God.
I mean, could you imagine lesbians having a sex deck? It would just be like, do you feel safe if I touch your shoulder? Do you want to talk about your feelings? Do you feel triggered?
I can't imagine. Why? I find it so different, so amazing that like gay is one thing, but lesbians are so different than gay men.
I'm more like a gay man.
Really?
Not that I would be with different people, but yeah, sexually. And I'm also not, I don't know. I'm not woke. Like, yeah. But this is so general. There's a lot of lesbians that aren't like this.
I think it's probably, to generalize anything is probably wrong, but I think that the majority of coming to terms with your sexuality at our age is different than, say, my daughter's age.
Very different.
Very different. I think, we have so many kids that my daughters went to school with that come home from college and are gay, and it's really a non-issue. Whereas when I was a kid, it was an issue. If you came out,
me too. I couldn't even walk down the street holding hands with the person I was with. Yeah. I came out in 93, long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was not open. Like, no one was like, in my circle, no one was like gay. You were just like, oh, that girl's really like tomboyish, or that guy is very feminine.
Oh, I'd love to go through my first grade yearbook and find it and go, I knew they were gay. I didn't know what that was though.
Right. I didn't know what it was either.
Yeah. Wait, when did you first? I remember the first time I found out I was straight.
What happened?
Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. They tied her up and I went, oh, I don't know what that is, but I like that. And I remember, but I didn't know I didn't know what it was, but I knew that I was aroused.
Right.
And I was like, nice. And then the first time I met I met a gay dude, he explained being gay to me and I went, oh, I've had that happen. But for me, it was women.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
Like getting turned on by something?
Yeah, but you can't control it.
Yeah.
You go, that's my thing. I'm so sorry. I wish I could stop it. But that's my thing.
Yeah.
When was yours?
Well, I think, it was like when I was a kid, but I didn't know what it was.
Really?
I always wanted to be with my girlfriends, and I kind of like fell in love with them, but not physically. Like I loved them so much. And I was like, this is weird. Is something wrong with me? And I never had a boyfriend. And then I tried to have boyfriends in high school. And then I had sex with guys in college and was like, this is not, I had to be wasted.
University of Maryland?
Yeah, University of Maryland. And
you had to be wasted?
Wasted.
Really?
Wasted.
What kind of guys were you attracted to? Were you attracted to feminine guys?
No, not at all. The opposite. It's not that I was I think I was with like guy, like masculine guys, because I was really trying to, I was just very confused. Like, why am I like this? Why am I not like all my friends where I want to like get a boyfriend and be with them all the time? And then this is a great coming out story. I was in a Jewish sorority and I was a senior and a freshman walked in and we just like saw each other and I didn't know what it was, but we were just like, we're together all the time, didn't want to be apart, just stared at each other all the time. And then we went home for Christmas break. And, we drank and smoked pot and we ended up kissing and we both freaked out. We freaked out.
Wait. Slow the story down. Keep going. Wait, hang on. You freaked out.
It's a great story. She came over to my house and my mom was away and we drank wine and smoked and we were just talking, hanging out. This was after 6 months of like building up to this, of just sitting in a car and staring at each other. No idea why this was happening. And we started wrestling. This is like a lesbian. I know.
This is making me so happy.
Yeah. And then we made out and then we both were like, oh my God, okay, we're just, this is not ever happening again. It was, I had a lot of internal homophobia for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. Like no one in my family cared. I mean, my parents both said, we feel bad for you that you can't be out and open. Like it's upsetting that you can't live because that's how it was then. But then we just kept seeing each other and went back to school but it was a secret. We had a secret relationship for 3 years. It was horrible. Because she was still in college.
Oh my gosh.
And it was just, she lived in the sorority house like I did and no one was gay. No one was a lesbian. I mean, they were, but no one was out. It just wasn't part of our culture.
Yeah, it's funny. When I moved to New York, my little brother in the fraternity, edit his name, but I think it's important. I was in New York and I was up by, is it MacArthur Park's like by 40th?
I don't know.
It was oddly enough, it's right across the street from where Sharp Entertainment is, where I used to do Travel Channel show. And I was walking by that park and I saw him and I went, hey. And it was like he saw a ghost.
Yeah.
And he went, hi.
Oh.
And I was like, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I go, what are you doing in New York? He goes, I live here now. I said, I live here now. Dude, we got to hang out. And he goes, I'm gay. And I went, what? And I didn't realize he had his hand in the back pocket of a Puerto Rican dude.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah, okay. I was like, nice. He goes, I'm gay now. So you should know that. And I went, okay. And then I was like, by the way, I've had that happen. Another guy, the guy that sat next to me in high school.
Yeah.
So we had it in, I'm going to say his name again also, but we had it alphabetically. You sat all through high school, freshman year. So I sat next to two dudes my whole fucking high school. And that's who I sat next to. He came, I was at my apartment, at my house, when I lived with Lorenzo, Christine. When I lived with Lorenzo, she was an actor. He came to shoot headshots. My roommate was a headshot photographer. And my roommate said to him, where are you from? He said, Tampa. He said, Mom, my roommate's from Tampa. He said, really? He goes, yeah, where'd you go to high school? And he goes, oh, I went to an all-boys Catholic high school. He goes, I think my roommate went to an all-boys Catholic high school. He goes, let's find out. So they walked down to my room. I was in bed, and I was sitting in bed. It was the middle of the afternoon. I was sitting in bed, and walks in, and I go, holy shit. And the first thing he said was, I'm gay. And I was like, okay.
That's so interesting. But I wonder.
I think they grew. I'm certain I didn't project that I was open-minded as a child.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure that they probably were afraid of what my reaction would be, but it's always been.
Yeah. Especially for men, it's hard. I mean, it's hard for everybody, but it's, for a man to tell another guy that he went to high school with where it wasn't accepted then would be hard. Yeah.
It sounds, I know this is probably not the right response, but I kind of am envious of your secret relationship.
Really?
It sounds romantic.
It made it more intense for sure because it was only the two of us that knew, literally. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's like being a spy.
Yeah, we would meet at hotels like in the Jersey Turnpike. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just the connection to have that with another person It's like I've always cheated on people, not my wife, but everyone else I cheated on. I apologize if you're an ex-girlfriend and you're listening to this and you're just finding that out.
And they're like, oh my God, I was one of the ex-girls. Yeah.
So, but cheating is like crazy. It makes, it's heightens everything almost. It's like gambling.
Oh yeah. It's a high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when did you come out? Did I always know you were gay?
No, I wasn't out in my stand-up for many years.
Really?
I did what Ellen did and Wanda and all these people who just waited until they had some success.
I'm so attracted to lesbians, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone you just named are secret crushes of mine.
Really?
When I started stand-up and I saw Wanda.
She's the funniest. I know.
I was like, dude, I'd marry that woman in a heartbeat.
Yeah, she's so funny.
And I've always had a thing for Ellen. And even when like everyone attacked her and was coming at her, and look, it's like, yeah, look, you're not supposed to defend anyone. Maybe she was a bad person. I don't know. But I will tell you, she is a comedy legend who was in the closet the majority of her career, had to deal with horrible things being said about people like her in back rooms. Mm-hmm. I'm sure she's got a chip on her shoulder at some point. Yeah. And then she succeeds at such levels. Like I'm a ride or die for her. And because she's a comic also. Like I'm a ride or die for comics.
Yeah. I understand. I mean, we are really like a brother and sisterhood. Except I do know people that worked for her and said it was absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's more than one person. So, but who knows? I mean, also when people are in power and they set boundaries and say, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't talk to me this, or whatever it is, sometimes, people don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to get notes about what it's like to work with me.
Horrible, I've heard from some.
Shut up, Alston.
Yeah, I love that you have a thing, Paula Poundstone. Do you have a thing for her? Oh my God, this is you know what? I am so blown away right now that you're a male comic and have a thing for all these women, because it's always like the same hot.
Oh no.
Straight.
Oh no. As a matter of fact, I was actually thinking about this, watching your special, and I was like, there's two styles of comics when it comes to females. And no slight on anybody, but like, Nikki Glaser, which is the sex pot.
Yeah.
And then you got Wanda, who's just fucking funny, and that's going to come out shady, and I don't mean it that way.
It's the truth. But it's like, Wanda doesn't she doesn't care about being sexy on stage.
Never has.
It's the truth.
Yeah. I'd say the same with Janine. Janine gives off gay energy.
Yeah.
But
Janine's great. She's great.
Can I tell you a great Janine story?
What? Janine Garofalo, for people that don't know and still don't know her from what we're saying. I'm like, it's Janine. Who the fuck is Janine Garofalo? Yeah.
We did a show together in Montreal for, was it CISO? Was that a thing?
Yes.
CISO.
That was very short term. Yeah, thing.
CISO, or as I call him, the canary in the mine. And I don't even know if they paid us, but we did like a showcase. It was in a warehouse. It was in a warehouse where they built a stage and they put, it wasn't a comedy club. It was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everyone bombed. I mean, I fucking really bombed. Janine probably had the best set of the night. It was so stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
Most of it, I think, was about Woodrow Wilson. I'm being dead serious. It was so bizarre, but it was like really inspired. Mm-hmm. I bombed, but I'm like, fuck it, it's CISO.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
And I get off stage and she went on before me, and I go back to where we had gotten hair and makeup, and she's sitting in the corner, kind of like, almost like legs up, like sitting on the ground. I said, hey, what are you doing? She goes, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I said, what? She goes, I didn't have a good set.
Yeah, she's like that. I know.
I go, you're Janine Garofalo.
Yeah.
I go, you're inarguably the voice of a generation. Mm-hmm. You are one of the best comics that's ever done. And I go, Janine. She goes, I don't want to go into that room. It was like the after party room. Yeah. And I go, Janine, let me tell you something. You're the most important person in that room. I said, no one gives a shit about anyone in that room until you show up. Then that room's made.
Yeah.
I said, you crushed. We all bombed. She goes, you bombed? I go, I did material. And she walked in, but it was so fascinating to see that insecurity show up in a person as successful and as talented as she is, that I go, oh, so we all got it.
We all, you know how Robin Williams was? He was like so insecure.
I haven't seen him in a minute. What's he doing?
Oh, I don't know. I heard he killed the other night. Was he, I mean, obviously. Very, like we would be sitting at the Comedy Cellar and all just, doing our thing at the Comedy Cellar. And he would come to the comics table and be like, do you mind if I sit here? Is there I know there's a seat, but is anyone, it was really fascinating. I'm like, this is crazy. He was like incredible to me. Like I would watch him do an hour of no material, just go up and just fuck with the crowd for an hour and just rip the room apart. I mean, it's very rare to be able to do that. Like screaming, people were screaming. But he was very hard on himself and insecure. Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. It's so bizarre. I hung out with a famous comedian the other day and I watched him try to convince me that he was successful. It was crazy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sitting there going like, you're a legend. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's why most of us don't know it. Like, I feel like Seinfeld knows how successful he is and how funny he is.
I think he does. I think Jerry Seinfeld is astutely aware of exactly how
very
good he
aware.
Is.
Like he jerks off to his comedy.
Oh, I wish I had his brain.
Me too, but you know what?
He's just
He's not a part of the comedy community. Like he doesn't hang out. He's
all those guys kind of are like, I think they're. Maybe comedy's changed.
It has a lot. I mean, in New York, it's different.
I mean, the comedy, I don't even think I'm a part of the comedy community in New York anymore. Like, I felt like I was. Mm-hmm. And then
yeah, you were.
I was a part of it, definitely. If I went to the Cellar, I don't know if I'd know anybody.
I don't know. I don't know a ton of people there anymore, which is insane because I was there every single night.
You were there every
night. Yeah. And then I just started going on the road for years now. And it's like, I need to start hanging out there more because you can do 4 or 5 spots a night.
Why?
I know. Because I hate myself. I want to be miserable. Plus, they have the best chicken wings I've ever had in my life.
Can I tell you something? If you say the Comedy Cellar,
yeah,
first thing I think is the chicken wings.
That is, everyone loves the chicken wings. They're unbelievable.
It's worth
going up there and having a horrible. It's worth
going into the city to get the chicken wings.
Oh, I would drive from Michigan to New York to get those chicken wings.
What do you think the best era of the Cellar was?
I don't know. I was there I first started working there during the, Patrice and Bill Burr and all those guys like sitting at the table. And it was very intimidating. I mean, now Bill does, he's the person who's like helped me in my career more than anybody. But
he is without a doubt probably your most vocal fan.
He's produced all my specials and everything. I mean, I have a TV deal with him. Like he didn't have to do that. It's not like we were very close friends.
No, you're right. Hang on. I want you to hear what you just said. I just remember I just went to therapy.
Oh God.
He didn't have to do that.
He didn't.
That's how good you are.
Oh, that's so nice.
You got to hear it that way because he definitely didn't. There's a lot of guys going, he didn't do that for me.
Yeah. And I love that he did it for a female comic. Like he doesn't give a shit.
You transcend gender. I'm being serious. Like, it's kind of interesting that you say that because I do think there are female comics. And then I think the rest of it are just comics. Does that make sense?
I see it the exact same way.
Yeah.
I've been talking about that a lot. And a lot of male comics be like, you're not a female comic, you're a comic. But I am also very male and female in my soul, in my body, everything. But I think most female comics that are really, really, not all, but most have male energy. I mean, even Sarah Silverman, like she's not male, but she has that male energy where she takes over a room. And
I don't see Sarah as a female comic. Right?
Exactly.
I just see her as a comic. And I don't see Wanda. But I don't see, I might be the first generation of dude who showed up in comedy that didn't see gender the same.
You always use women. Like you always use women as openers. I mean, I can probably, I can tell you every comic that I love, I can tell you a joke of theirs that fucking kills me. Yeah.
And there's jokes that it doesn't need to be. It's a statement. I just said one to you when you walked in.
Yeah.
that your vibrator still plugged into the wall. I don't know if people understand how funny that is.
Well, they do. That joke kills. But I say this on stage. I've been doing this 26 years and I have never done a vibrator joke. That's shocking for a female comic. Ever. They usually do it in their first 6 months. And I looked at it, like you heard, I looked at it and I was like, this thing is fucking disgusting. Like, you hate yourself. I mean, most girls, at some point are like, I'm going to get a new vibrator. I want a purple one. Like, I heard this one's good. Mine has pieces missing. I mean, it's disgusting. And you plug it into the wall. And I think if you can...
That kills me because I remember my parents had a massager. You had to plug it in the wall.
I know, it's a massager. It's the magic wand. I burnt my clit off in 1998. That thing is so powerful.
Oh my God. I'm oversharing right now. I'm going to have a drink. I'm oversharing.
Yeah.
So I never understood. I'm really oversharing.
Here we go. I'm going to have a drink too. I'm afraid of what you're going to say.
So about 3 years ago, it's definitely during COVID, I was on tour, but I was flying to Austin every week. Now, Austin, if you don't know, is a hotspot for adult superstores.
Yeah.
It is every highway's got like 3 on each side.
Yeah.
So I thought for a bit I'd buy a bunch of sex toys and I'd bring them to Two Bears and I'd share them with Tommy and we'd try them out and see if we'd do a review.
Yeah.
So I bought a bunch of shit, right? I think it was called the Man Wand. Will you Google it? Man Wand sex toy. Yeah, that's it. Okay. The Man Wand. Mm-hmm. By the way. Okay, click to the dead center one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
That looks like the magic wand.
So, yeah. So I say to them, I buy all these things. And I go, and now I'm once again, I'm oversharing. Nikki Glazer, around the time, I've always been close with Nikki, and Nikki overshares, and I love that about
Nikki.
Nikki.
I love it about her too.
I love that about her. But she told me there was a thing called the humiliator, not humiliator, the humiliator
is amazing. It just says you're worthless, like it just talks to you.
I forget what it's called, but it was this thing that was like, she said, you got to get one for Leanne. I swear to God, this thing, I've never experienced anything like it. It is, God, what was it called?
I think she told Rachel and I about that too. I'm having like a flashback of her telling us.
I bought one for Leanne.
Yeah.
And all I know is that the outside box has an eyelash on it. and I remember Isla saw it and goes, oh, Mom, your face product came in. And I was like, don't open that box.
Your waxing kit.
The man-aggressive, man, it's like whatever, it manipulator or something. I don't know what it is. So Nikki said, I'm telling you, this thing is like fucking next level. So we go to the sex store and I bring up the name of that toy to the lady that was helping us buy stuff for me and Tom. And I said, yo, you got like something like that for men? And she was like, nah. And this gay dude's like, yeah. I go, what? And he goes, get the Man Wand. And I go, what is it? And he goes, trust me. So we pull out all the toys, and the one toy we don't pull out is a Man Wand, right? Yeah. So like we're on the tour bus. I'm leaving Austin. I'm on the tour bus, and it's late. Everyone's in their bunk, and I'm, maybe I'll try this Man Wand. I swear to God, within 25 seconds, I'm like, Gah! And I was texting Nikki like, what the fuck? Is this the thing that, it was like, that thing is the greatest thing I've ever had in my entire life.
Really?
It's so crazy.
Does it have attachments?
Yeah, it does. It has 2. I've only used the one. And by the way, I gotta be honest with you, it doesn't, I think I broke myself. What is that thing?
What the hell is that?
What is that?
Is that a beer hat?
Wait, what is that?
Does your dick drink? What is happening?
Know. Yeah, please get one of those. Can you put that in my cart real quick?
You would kill for your dick to be able to drink.
Wait, do you know?
I'd kill to put chips in my vagina, like Doritos and stuff.
I'd put so much stuff in my vagina if I had a vagina.
No, you wouldn't.
I would put so much stuff.
What? Like your wallet? What would you put in there?
I'd definitely have my ID in there. I would never lose my ID. I definitely would have gotten my vagina sick. Like, I would have put enough stuff in there that
the vagina's not a person. What do you mean you'd get it sick?
Like, I'm sure I would have experimented with it and be like, toothbrush was a bad idea. There's a lot of germs on that. Today's episode is sponsored by Acorns. April is Financial Literacy Month. That's right. They made the whole month to remind you that finally you can take control of your money. Good news is you don't need 30 days. Acorns makes it easy to start saving and investing for your future in just 5 minutes. You don't need to be an expert. Acorns will recommend a diversified portfolio that matches you and your money goals. You don't need to be rich. Acorns lets you get started with the spare money you've got right now, even if all you've got is spare change. That's the beauty of this damn app. I love Acorns because giving your money a chance to grow is the number one thing to being an adult. I'm telling you right now, sign up now and join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over, get this, $25 billion with Acorns. Head to acorns.com/Bertcast or download the Acorns app to get started. Paid non-client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/Bertcast. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Let's talk numbers. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from like $100 to $250 per session, which if you're in therapy and you broke like the first time I got in therapy, can add up pretty quick. But with BetterHelp online therapy, you can save on average up to 50% per session. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on cost and on time. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. With online therapy, you get quality care at a price point that makes sense to you and your wallet and can help you with anything from anxiety, like I have, OCD, repetitive thoughts, and just everyday stress. Your mental health is worth it. And now it's within reach. I've said this when Leanne first put me in therapy. The first time I got in therapy, Leanne put me in that too. And I just kept looking at the number every week. And I was like, yo, why don't I just not go to therapy and save money? And it was so stupid. Do you know what Leanne does now? She doesn't tell me how much my therapy costs or my personal trainer, because she goes, this is something you need. And don't let yourself get in the weeds with how much it costs. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient too. You can join a session with the click of your button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/Bert today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Bert. We had talked about doing a swap, like Freaky Friday where the mom and the kids change.
Yeah.
But the man and the wife change. Oh. So like I got Leanne's body and Leanne got my body.
Yeah.
and the first scene with me becoming in and go, okay, I'm having some problems down there. And she's like, what have you put in it? I go, just about everything. She's like, you can't put anything in it. And I was like, for real?
Yeah, like, you can't just stuff things in it.
Oh.
I love that you're like, oh. It's like, would you put things in your asshole? I mean.
No, that's different.
It's not different. It's a hole.
Well, in prison they do. They put like cell phones in there.
Really?
I think it's called
I wonder
boofing.
if it rings.
I swear to God, I'm not even fucking around. I wish I could put something in my asshole and it turned me on.
Really? Nothing?
Nothing. No. As a matter of fact, Tom and I both tried to put this thing in our ass. And it is.
I have to see this. Where is this episode?
It's old Two Bears.
I love him too. I mean, like,
he told me he got it in his ass. And I went,
this is
and I went, for real. And he goes, I got it in my ass. And he's like, see if you can get yours in your ass. I tried. And I swear to God, my asshole was like, absolutely not.
I think you were just resistant. I think you're avoiding intimacy.
No, I think you have to really let go.
That's what I mean. Like of course you do. You have to open it up.
Have you ever had anything in your ass?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I love that we're talking about it.
So your stepbrother, Zach Braff.
Speaking of having things in your ass, your stepbrother, Zach Braff.
I've never put, Leanne isn't I used to have a joke. I go, This is my impression of me asking my wife to put her finger in my ass. Hey, put your finger in my ass. What? Nothing. Never mind. That's not Leanne.
Yeah.
She's not.
Yeah. Into wild stuff.
I thought she was gay when I met her.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because she was scissoring someone? What made?
I was like, oh, excuse me, can I talk to, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to her. No, the other one. No, I've always like, I don't know, like I've been into powerful women energy.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But that shows that you're secure. Because I was doing an interview today and I was saying, some people don't like female comics because I think they don't like powerful women. Because being funny is powerful. Like, yeah. And I think men that are really just not threatened by that just love any comic, female, male.
I don't like powerful men.
Yeah.
I'd rather a powerful woman than a powerful man.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I could tell you 3 women off the top. I mean, I'll give you one that's passed away, Jamie Tarsis.
Who's that?
Jamie Tarsis was, am I saying the name right? Yeah. Jamie Tarsis ran ABC.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Powerful woman. She dated Matthew Perry. I don't know if they're both dead.
Did she kill him? Oh.
No, they're both dead.
Yeah.
She died from cancer. He died from hot tub. And so.
He died. Yeah, he got too hot.
His book is fucking awesome.
I didn't read it.
It's so good.
When did it come out?
A while ago, I think.
I want to read it.
It's so good. It really gets into the mind of. I read it when I listened to it. I listened to the audiobook when I was not drinking, and it really gets into the mind of like addiction.
Yeah.
Matthew Perry, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, and that's I think addiction. But Jamie Tarsis, when the first time I met her, she was running ABC, and there's something about they don't even need to be that hot, and all of a sudden they're so attractive.
Yeah. Powerful
man is exhausting.
Well, yeah, I don't think a powerful woman it's not about ego like it is with a powerful man. And I don't think women normally use it to like hurt people or, they are it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they get things done in this business, I think.
Yeah. I look at my office, it's all women.
Yeah. But aren't there 2 guys here?
Yeah, but they're gay.
Yeah. Are they really gay?
Those 2 guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, we think they are.
Yeah.
No, they're one's married and the other one's.
Do either one of you have anything in your ass right now?
Have you ever had anything in your ass, Alston?
There was a pause there. It was 1 second, but there was a pause.
I remember one time someone goes, "Have you ever had anything in your ass?" I said, "Like what?" And he goes, "It doesn't matter. Have you ever had anything in your ass?"
Well, a thimble.
He goes, "A toy?" And I go, "Like a sex toy?" He goes, "Any toy, any toy. If you've had a fucking G.I. Joe in your ass, let me know."
G.I. Joe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet. You have, how many daughters do you have? 4?
86. I have 4 daughters and I have 2 baby mamas. Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Did they give birth?
They all gave birth because I didn't want to ruin this temple.
I would be the same way.
Yeah. I've never, so that's kind of how I'm male and so I never for 1 second thought of having a child physically, ever for 1 second.
I would never think.
I would think that I was in drag, like I was, it just wouldn't even, but I was with my first partner and we had a kid, but marriage wasn't even legal then. So we never got legally married. And I have my daughter Zoe, who's 18 at University of Delaware. And then I got married and we had 3 kids. So I have 3 young kids. It's a lot. It's crazy.
Really?
But we are divorced now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a lot of drama.
Really?
But, well, just because, when you have kids and you get divorced, it's hard, but now it's good.
Do you think it's easier to get divorced male and female?
No, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing?
Yeah, same thing.
Really?
Same thing with legal stuff, same thing with finances. It's exact, custody. It's exact same thing in New York.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I can't imagine divorce. I can't.
With kids, it's really hard.
For real?
Very. It was hard for me to move out. Like my dad moved out. Like it's just something I never wanted.
Did your parents get divorced?
Yeah, when I was 13. It's a very good age for that.
Really?
I'm joking. They were screaming at each other at my bat mitzvah. It's a great vision.
This is real. We're both giggling.
Of course, that's the least of the shit that happened.
Do you want to hear something? If we're sharing trauma,
yeah. I mean, that's nothing. Yeah, but what?
My parents got split up, and my mom, my little sister was like 10, I think, at the time. No, she had to be 11, and I mean, I just think this is so. It's heartbreaking, but it's so funny.
Great, right?
My dad always would complain that my mom wasn't clean; she was messy. So my little sister would wake up at 2 a.m. when everyone was asleep. My dad was staying in somewhere else, and she'd clean the entire house and then go back to sleep. And to this day, I just think of this little kid just vacuuming, going, "Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine." Oh,
I just haven't cleaned, so mom gets my dad comes back. Yeah, my parents once pulled my arms on a staircase. Telling me to go to each one of them. I was like, can you just fucking rip my arms off? Because that would be better than what's happening right now. Yeah.
Is your dad still alive?
No, he passed right into COVID. So we did a Shiva on Zoom. That was amazing. With all these old Jews from Florida. Like, Jeffrey was a wonderful man. Hello? Can you hear me? My mom, they got divorced but stayed friendly for us, which was great. Yeah. But she's in the Zoom, window thing, and the rabbi's talking. This is a true story, and I see my mom get up from her seat and turn her back to the to the Zoom and go to the microwave and heat up salmon. This is what happened. And then comes back and is like hiding, eating it. I'm like, everyone's a food addict. She can't even take a minute.
It's just out of the picture.
Yeah, she was like, and then she had like a fin hanging out of.
Oh.
Yeah, he passed, but she's alive, and she's still a therapist. She still does Zoom session. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Oh God, that's a big part of I've been in therapy since I'm 8 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Therapy's pretty fun, but I don't know. I don't know.
If you have a good therapist, there's a lot of bad ones. Yeah.
I had to light my therapist up today.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Because they weren't seeing your point of view? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Leanne, is Leanne downstairs? Oh, fuck. It was irrational. Like the things she was saying was like crazy.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I keep, let me just put it this way. See what I'm meaning? My therapist only knows who Ray Rice is because I bring it up every therapy session.
Yeah, because that's very important.
Well, no, I'm okay to share this. I think I'm okay to share this. And if I'm not, Leanne can have me take it out. So Leanne's going through menopause. And
it's horrible.
It's really hard.
I went through a very hard time. Yeah. It's
crazy because maybe I'm not the person that should speak about it, but I'll tell you from my perspective, it is almost like being, I said the other day, she's my second wife. This is my second wife. Because I had my first wife, which was Leanne, and then I got this new one.
Yeah.
Who sometimes gets into fits of rage.
Yeah, it's real. I mean, that is real.
And forgetful is.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, I'm not even fucking around. I talked to Tommy about this, like privately, and he was like, I guess Christina's not going through menopause yet. And he was like, whoa, I thought she had Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Like because she would forget lyrics of songs.
Yeah.
And she would legit. And then she would you'd find her kind of lost in a thought and she would stick on a thought and then mood swings that were like crazy. And it's like menopause, Leanne. If we get into a fight, there's no riding the boat, but it's not her. I don't even know who
it's not her. I'm telling you, I was constantly crying for no reason. I'm like, there's nothing wrong. And I'm sobbing right now. That's like Leanne. Deep sobbing. It was very hard because you just never knew what kind of mood, and I feel for her and a lot of people don't talk about it.
No one talks about it.
No one.
So, Sarah came over here and Sarah said to Leanne, I feel like I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
They sat in the kitchen and talked about menopause for an hour.
Yeah.
because and I'm so upset that like the medical field has done such little research on menopause.
I know. It's like women complain about PMS for a couple of days or 5 days or something like that. This is an everyday thing that you have to deal with. But I went to someone who was an expert and knew like the things to do and very homeopathic, and it changed everything.
We have a longevity doctor that that we work with. We had an incident in Austin where it was straight up menopause. It was, I don't know who that human was. Mm-hmm. And the next morning, she was like so apologetic. And I was like, they checked her blood, and they're like, yo, your estrogen is like in the garbage right now. Like you have zero estrogen. Yeah. You have your blood sugars like any spike of sugar can fucking turn you into a lunatic. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you mean like 2 vodka cranberries? Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah. And so but it's wild that they don't do enough research on that. If this happened to men.
Does it?
No.
No,
we get better when we get older.
Yeah, you get nicer and calmer.
I think I'm the best I've ever been.
Really?
I wish I was this guy when I was 22.
Yeah. I'm
so much more confident.
But you're also caring and giving to the core. You are. You're a good person. I mean, you have your stuff. I think we all have things that make us like act out and do things. But yeah, I think you are. But this is a chemical thing. This is completely chemical. And you're aware of it because you're like, this is not me. This would not be my response to what just happened.
What are the benefits of menopause, though?
You don't get your period anymore. Are you amazing?
That's it. Just cleanup's easier.
You also gain weight. It's hard. Yeah, I've been on menopause since I'm 13. I've had menopause. That's why I've gained weight. No, but that's a huge thing to not get your period anymore. It's amazing.
Oh, do you miss it?
Yeah, I wish I had it every day. Just love to bleed.
What's your best period story?
Oh, I just told my partner this the other day. I was working at Houlihan. This is so embarrassing, but we're getting real. I don't care. I'm so open. I had to wear tan pants and a maroon, fucking polo shirt. It was a nightmare. I was starting comedy. I had no money, and I worked in Times Square. And it was St. Patrick's Day. And there were 5 people deep. Like, get me a margarita. I need it, Manhattan, And I was like, okay. And I had my period, and I literally like hemorrhaged. Like I like it. It was horrible. I had no idea. I thought I was like sweating, and I bent. This is so embarrassing. It was the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. And I bent over, and some guy goes, "Holy shit!" Like he thought I had a miscarriage. He thought someone stabbed me in the vagina, and I was mortified. Oh. It was horrible. I left the bar. It was really horrible. Yeah, and then I continued to do stand up because I was like, listen, the worst thing has happened.
Yeah, it doesn't get worse than this.
It really doesn't. With embarrassing things, no. But it happened.
It's funny, you have kids. Mm-hmm. Do you wish to shield them from those experiences in life? Because I do.
I try to shield them from everything. I have to always work on not projecting my shit onto them.
Wait, how hard is that?
It's so hard.
I project my shit all over.
Me too. I work on it though. It's very, very hard for me. I'm away now for like 9 days, and I'm like, they're going to have a hard time. They're going to no. And meanwhile, they're okay. They're fine. They're busy, and they don't even like think about it. I mean, I'm sure they miss me, but they're okay.
My daughters had bad teeth growing up, and I had bad teeth growing up. And I didn't want them to have bad teeth. I wanted them to have perfect teeth.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting. And I was thinking about this today on the plane. The most humiliating moments of my life define exactly who I am, and I like who I am. And I would be proud if my daughters were similar to me. Mm-hmm. Meaning, and my, like, you look at Leanne's trauma is like thick. I mean, the shit she's gone through is thick. But you want to shield your kids from it.
Of course.
But at the same time, it's that same shit that makes you the thing.
I know. And it's going to happen. Like, stuff's going to happen. A lot of stuff. But it's kind of teaching them how to help them not have it happen again. Some of it. like in relationships and different things, and that let them know they'll get through it.
Would you want your daughters? I guess it's a weird thing. I don't care if my daughters are straight or gay, but would you want them to? Would you?
I would have no problem with it, obviously.
Obviously, yeah, but like
now, but I would have years ago if I was in a different time period, because now it's fine. Like it doesn't matter. I mean, most people could care less. So I wouldn't care if they were with guys or girls. I really wouldn't.
Yeah.
Of course.
Life's been a little crazy lately, and one thing that helps me unwind are these Cornbread Hemp's CBD gummies. Cornbread Hemp's CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or just a little relaxation. Oh, they use only the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and most potent CBD, formulated to help relieve discomfort, stress, and sleeplessness. And by the way, if you don't have that, I don't know who you are. Leanne has the hardest time with sleeplessness, and her mind races, and these relax her so much. She sleeps so much better. All products are third-party lab tested, USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. And like I said, take one before bed. I gave them to my dad. My dad's out here. My dad sleeps like 3 hours a night. Gave him one of these. Guy slept 6, which is crazy for him. He was like, I feel so well rested. There's so many benefits to CBD. There's so many benefits. Right now, Bertcast listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/Bert and use code Bert at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/Bert and use code Bert. So you're related to Zach Braff.
Yeah, Braff. Braff.
I'm keep thinking of the ski resort.
I can't believe what you just said. The ski resort.
Braff? Banff.
So you're related to Zach Badge. Zach Badge. I mean,
Zach Badge. I keep going back to that. That was like the first thing, like when we were all younger and we were all doing stand-up.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know where her stepbrother is, right? And I was like, no. And it's like he had just come out with Garden State.
Oh, that was a big time, yeah.
It's such a fucking good movie.
Amazing, right? And he wrote it and directed it and starred in it. It's insane. Yeah.
And then he got caught up in COVID. The COVID shit with his best friend.
Yeah.
That fucking sucked.
Yeah.
He's a great dude.
You mean the guy, his friend Nick?
Oh, yeah, Nick who passed away.
Yeah.
Like the first dude.
You know, his wife is Amanda Clute, like the one that was on. Yeah.
Well, I follow. In all fairness, I follow Zach because of you. Like I watch his career because of you. I mean, he's very talented and he's amazing, but I don't think it would have been my speed had I not known you. And then I found it interesting. You know, it's like I don't know. There's no example for that, but like
I understand.
I knew you, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then Garden State was such a great fucking movie. And then that guy Nick was his name?
Yeah, it was really horrific.
That's horrific.
Nick was the greatest guy. He was a Broadway star. I knew him very well. He was like a member of our family. Nick and Amanda are very close with my family.
Really?
Very. And during COVID, and I had gone to see Nick perform and sing at Below 54, like this amazing club in New York, and he was so incredible. He was. I went with Zach and Amanda and my mom and my sister, and then COVID happened. They were moving with their baby, their 1-year-old baby, and they were moving to LA, and they got COVID in New York, and they moved everything to LA, and they were living in Zach's like a cabin in his like right next to his house, and Nick got sick. And they just didn't know how to deal with it. And one thing led to another, and he ended up in the hospital. And it was a nightmare. It was just long-going nightmare with the baby and being so young. And they ended up amputating his leg. And he's a Broadway dancer. It just got worse and worse and worse. And yeah, he died. It was horrible.
That's horrible. When I think of COVID. That's the one person's story I think of the most.
Yeah, me too, because he was so young. He was so vibrant.
And he was
gorgeous. Yeah, he was a dancer.
He wasn't like a.
No, it was crazy. It was like him, yeah.
And I mean,
the son's name is Elvis.
Yeah, I mean, I follow Amanda.
Amanda, yeah, she's incredible.
She's. I mean, I no silver lining out of this horrible shitstorm of life, but like she's now working and thriving.
Well, she's one of those people who's just so talented. She's an incredible dancer and singer and gorgeous. I mean this like I don't know the right way to say this, but like she's adorable. Yeah.
And so throughout that whole journey of him being in the hospital, I followed her on Instagram.
Yeah, she talked about it openly. It was really,
she would dance every day.
Well, we all danced for him. Everyone made videos of dancing, for Nick.
It's really crazy how you get drawn into a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the right thing is to say. I wonder if you do it in like a Freudenschreuden. Is that what that's called?
Did you just say Freudenschreuden?
I don't know. Is that
Freudian?
Right? No, Freudenschreuden. What's Freudenschreuden?
I've never heard that word before. It sounds like it's kind of like Funyun. It sounds like a...
No, Schadenfreude.
Oh.
Schadenfreude.
Okay.
When you see someone's tragedy
and
you look at it and you go, I'm so lucky. Like that kind of thing.
That's a part of it. But I think if you're very empathetic, you put yourself in that person's shoes and you're like, this is, I can't even imagine with a baby, a new baby.
I couldn't, and I would love a medical deep dive on how much the fucking hospital fucked that up.
Well, that's what I said in the beginning. I mean, they didn't know how to deal with it medically. They just, no one knew how this all happened, where the leg had to be amputated. I mean, it was just horrible. His mother had to say goodbye to him. She had to fly in. Yeah. Yeah.
It's so unfair, especially like when you're like me and you treat your body like shit all the time. You eat like crazy and you drink like a fucking lunatic. And
sometimes it doesn't matter at all.
I'm be the healthiest person. All of a sudden, I had COVID, I think 9 times.
Yeah, well, you traveled on the road after it, right?
Well, no, I tried to get it. I went to Asia. No, I'm kidding. I went to Wuhan. Wu-Tang? What's it called? Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I that was the one, those are the one story in COVID that I kind of followed throughout COVID, because he was in the hospital for a while.
He was in the hospital for a long time, and Amanda lived at the house, at Zach's house. So, like, when she did those videos, I'm like, oh my God, that's his house. It was very weird for me because I've stayed in that cabin we all have in the family. Yeah. And it was very weird to see that and see the videos. And Zach was his best friend. Nick was his best friend. It was horrible.
Oh, yeah. It should have been Ari.
Oh my God, that's true.
Why do I like you so much? Like, what is it about me and you? Like that
because we understand each other. I've always had that with you. Cause I have very close friends in this business who are very close with you. Like you don't even know the similar friends we have. I'm friends with Nikki. I'm friends. Yeah. I mean, I'm very close with Tom in certain ways. He and I have the exact same connection. You. Yeah.
You know what it is like you give off big sister energy.
Yeah.
Like you give off like, you feel, I don't know. I always feel safe around you.
Oh,
I always feel like I can say anything.
Yeah.
I don't like, I don't know. I remember one time you were talking to me about something. I'm not going to get into the weeds on it, but you're like, can you believe that someone got upset by that? And I was like, yeah, what? Like, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
What world are people living in?
Right.
It's the thing I was saying to you about, LA. I get so frustrated with the city. I love this city and I want to be a ride or die for this city, but they're just fucking stepping on their own feet and left and right.
Yeah.
And the thing that made the city so cool is now no longer here. It used to be an artist commune.
I know. First of all, don't you think a lot of people have left?
Everyone's left, and I should leave. Leanne actually said on my way back from therapy, I had a little bit of a spill out in therapy about it. And she goes, well, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
If you can't make movies here and you can't make TV here.
Where would she want to go? Austin?
She wants to go to Tennessee. She wants to move to Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'll tell you why. It's fucking Bunny. You know Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny.
Yeah.
Her and Leanne just connected.
Oh, yeah.
Really connected and really and Bustin' with the Boys, 2 guys that Leanne just fell in love with, those guys and their wives.
Where in Tennessee? Nashville. Yeah, I love Nashville.
Yeah. Leanne wants to start a retirement community.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a great thing.
We found out that you can retire at 55.
Yeah.
And then she was like, yo, let's start.
Still? Isn't that going to be changed or no?
No, there's these, it's not assisted living, but like retirement communities. You can start at 55.
Oh, that I know, because I just did one in Florida.
I was going to say, you've done those.
Do you want to hear the funniest thing? Yes. I did one in Florida. He loves you. I did one in Florida. It was all women. It was a pickleball. like incredible event, a fundraiser, and it was very wealthy women, hundreds of them at this country club. And I get there and they're like, oh, just to let you know, Guy Fieri's here. I'm like, what? What is he doing here? Oh, he talked about you.
I love Guy.
Yeah, he was really friendly.
He's the best.
He was amazing.
He's everything you want him to be.
Yeah, he really was. Like he watched my show. He stood with my partner and just was like dying laughing and talking to her about it. And he was so giving and so kind and loving. And he said he loves you.
Yeah, he comes. I do a show at the Super Bowl every year. And he's always at the Super Bowl. He always comes to the show. And the first time he came, Shane Gillis wasn't famous yet. He was famous. We knew he was about to be famous.
Yeah.
Or he was famous, but not everyone knew he was famous yet.
Right. He had his huge fan base.
His special had come out, and he was just popping.
Yeah.
I mean, just popping. And Guy watched him and was like, that guy's fucking amazing. I was sitting in the back. It was me, Nate Diaz, and Guy Fieri. And he fucking was like, that guy's amazing.
Yeah.
Then this year, he saw Shane. Shane came into the spot, and he was like, can you believe what's happened to us? Like, he's like, God damn. Like,
right, in one year.
Yeah, in 1 year. But but guys, I fucking love him to death. I really love that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he is always been so generous to me. And I love that there's no bullshit with him.
Yeah, there's none. I felt that too. And he was there with his son and his son's fiance. She was the one that put the event on.
Oh, for real?
And her mother was there. So I met a bunch of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think retirement, Leanne's all about like, how fun would it be to live? I know this sounds cheesy, but to live in like a Jimmy Buffett retirement community.
Yeah. Where
it's like, you got your Margaritaville, you got pickleball, you got a golf course.
It is. It's great. I mean, I've spent so much time there because both my grandmothers lived in those my entire childhood. I would go to Florida. And they have everything there. Restaurants, they have tennis courts, they have entertainment.
I want a rock doc. Like a doc that can load up prescriptions.
Yeah. God,
that badass. And be like, yo, doc, I need some Xanax. And he's like,
yeah, they are. A lot of them are on Viagra. Sex is a huge thing as them. You know, it's like a very high rate of venereal disease at those. They smoke pot now. A lot of these older people. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we'll move to Florida.
It depends where, but yeah, there's some great places.
Retirement community. I don't need assisted living.
See, look,
sexually transmitted diseases are on the rise of older adults. Dude, hey, at 60, if I get herpes, I'm okay. Like, what am I saving myself for somebody? It's a very easy conversation to have at 60.
Yeah.
At 18, you're like, fuck, this is going to be an uphill
battle.
You're
going to be itchy anyway, so even if you get syphilis or whatever.
STIs. What's STI? What's the difference in infection and disease?
Yeah, I didn't know about that either.
I don't think they call it STD anymore.
Oh, it has a new name.
Okay. STD's got pronouns?
Look.
Oh, wow. Syphilis? Wait, people are still getting syphilis?
115,000 is a lot.
That's compared to the chlamydia. Chlamydia is okay.
Well, gonorrhea is more than it's been reported since 1991.
That's right around.
And a lot of it's not.
When I got it,
you did?
I think so.
You had gonorrhea?
No, I don't know what I had actually. I don't know.
It wasn't diagnosed? You just dealt with it on your own?
Just a little frontier medicine. And grabbed on.
What did you put on it? The man wand?
Yeah, that man wand did it out of me. I don't actually know what I had. I wish I knew what I had.
I don't get it. Did you go to the doctor?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they didn't tell you? They just said you have craters?
Said, you know what they said actually?
What?
In all fairness, he said, I told him my symptoms. He said, yeah, you have the clap or maybe like.
Oh, yeah, the clap.
Like, okay. And I was
That's
like, what's
so
that?
old school.
And he was a doctor. And I was like, but this story gets so bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell the whole story because I think it's unfair to the other person in the story. But although that person did give me the clap.
Yeah.
But he was like, I can just give you pills.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And he's like, no, I'm gonna give you pills anyway, because that's what it is. But I don't need to test you. I can tell you what it is. And I said, well, I think I'd rather the test. And he's like, you're not gonna want the test. And I was like, why? And he goes, trust me, just take the pills. You got the clap. And then I was like, I think that's what he said. I think it was chlamydia. And then he was like, I was like, I want the test. I don't think I have chlamydia. I'd only had sex with 2 people in my life at that time. I was 22. Mm-hmm. And they do the swab in the head of your dick.
Oof. Oh boy.
The second he did that, I was like, fuck her.
Yeah. Yeah, I've screamed too.
And so, but I don't remember if I've, wait, it's a reference to the French word clapier, which means brothel, which STDs, gonorrhea, no wait, not syphilis is the bad one.
Really? I know it's bad, but I didn't know it was like the worst one.
Oh, without a doubt. You lose your body parts. Your nose falls off.
Yeah, that's so scary.
Is that syphilis? Look, yeah.
No, I'm so grateful I'm in a relationship because
you're so grateful you're gay. Can you imagine?
Well, I still could get.
No, you can't get any of this shit.
Oh my God, that's so horrific.
Yeah.
Look at her tongue or his tongue. That's her tongue. Oh my God.
Look
at the first picture. I can't even handle this.
Oh my God. Yeah, there's
it's poor people.
Spoiler alert. If you don't want to know what I'm going to say, stop listening right now.
Okay. I have to listen.
I wonder if
what the fuck am I going to do? Walk out of the room?
I wonder if there's anyone that's like, wait. I want to know what we're talking about.
Everyone that's here right now has to hear this story.
There is a great TV show about syphilis.
What? It's only about syphilis. The whole family gets syphilis and their body parts just start falling off.
The show's about syphilis. You don't know it until the end, but it's about syphilis.
Wow, that sounds so unique and amazing.
So good. It is such a great show.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to tell you the name of the show, so this is a spoiler alert. Don't listen. It's called The Englishman. Englishman? The English. The English?
Oh my God, you're hilarious. You sound like you're rapping. The Englishman. The Englishman, the English.
What TV show is it? It is so good.
Well, that is interesting that it would all be about that at the end.
It is one of the best shows I've ever, and the whole, spoiler alert, the whole end is she has syphilis the whole time.
But can you tell on her skin and stuff?
No, yes, she can start. You can start. You can tell, like it's showing up. And so the whole thing is about one guy.
Her face looks like something is horribly wrong.
Well, no, that's not her. That's the other person. So that one guy gave a bunch of people syphilis.
Oh.
And she's going to kill him because he gave everyone syphilis.
It's based on a true story. Is that the first? Oh.
What's her name? Emily Rice Cub? Not Emily Rice Cub. I am fucking losing my mind. What's her name?
Do you have menopause? Are you going through
menopause? I think I got my dad. You want to know a weird conversation? So Leanne's going through menopause, and I said to my dad, I was like, I don't know, maybe she has Alzheimer's. Like, I don't know. So I'm Googling it. My dad goes, buddy, you better hope she has Alzheimer's. I said, what? And he goes, you don't want her to have dementia. Dementia, they just stick around. At least at Alzheimer's, they die.
Oh my God, that is so intense.
I was like, I'm so glad I called you, Dad. I got to go. I love you. What's her name? Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt. I knew that was her name.
Oh, wow.
She is amazing in this movie.
She's an amazing actress.
She's so good. Emily Blunt, apparently, she's married to Jim from The Office. John Krasinski. I have heard, low-key, Emily Blunt is the funnest human being alive.
Really?
I heard, low-key, she makes Tom Cruise fun. Like, Tom Cruise is a notorious drip.
Yeah.
Like he's just like a, like he just is like, he's a work guy. He's a work
He's
guy.
also a Scientologist.
What? I'd do it.
Scientology?
Fuck yeah. If it gave me solace.
I understand that.
If everyone's taking like mushrooms these days and microdosing, I'm the kind of guy that goes, I'll try that.
Yeah.
Like if it helps.
Yeah.
If they said you're going to be a Scientologist, look, you're going to be made fun of, right? Everyone's going to ostracize you. You're going to be a problem. It's going to be, every time you're with people, they're going to be like, you believe in aliens? But you're going to wake up every morning feeling like $1 million.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, sure. What the fucking,
yeah.
Why not do it? You know, it's like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I really missed out on Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. I wish I got into that too, because I was so depressed.
Oh, and those kids loved it.
Yeah. It's just something to focus on.
That's my new thing.
What?
Is find something to focus on.
I was incredibly into video games when I was younger.
For real?
Very into video games. And I'm like, I need to get into those again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it can take your mind off of things and you just focus and you don't have to like think about all this stuff. Because my brain, you know, our brains are insane.
Oh, my brain sucks.
Yeah.
I look at my brain sometimes. I go, whose team are you on? Are we playing the same game?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think we'd wake up on the same page?
Yeah.
What video games did you play when you were a kid?
I played Nintendo. So I played all the Space Invaders, Atari. I mean, that was the first stuff that came out. But it was, and then I was into PlayStation and all kinds of stuff.
What's your Instagram algorithm look like?
My Instagram, it's a lot of comics. Can I change it?
I've tried.
How do you can?
So what I do is I put things that are not allowed to show up in my feed. So.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, I put parameters on. I took my name out of everything. I don't ever want to see anything with my name in it.
I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that.
So you don't see if a post is about you?
I never do.
I'm not at that point yet. I'm doing Google alerts now because I'm promoting my special and doing press.
Yeah.
But the minute it comes out, I'm getting rid of my Google alert because I can't read the reviews.
Oh, your reviews are going to be awesome.
I think they'll be good, but there's definitely going to be some that don't, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I get bashed. We all do.
Yeah, we all do. And
yeah.
I don't know. I guess it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And people are evil. It was always very hard for me to understand. You know, I say to my mom when I was young into this, like, why would someone say that to me? Like, it's so mean. Like, I didn't understand how someone could be. She's like, people aren't well. Like, they're sick. I'm like, I still don't get it.
I have it written in my gym, hurt people.
It's a great quote.
It's a really great quote.
It's true.
And it's true. I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt. I don't ever try to hurt anyone. I've never left a negative comment. I've never done that unless someone attacked me. And then a couple times I've responded. On my Facebook, I used to, the comics loved this. I used to go to the person's page because it was always someone that was disgusting and blow up a picture of them, like their worst picture and put it as a comment. And they're like, why are you posting a picture of me? Oh, yeah. I would go to I would, one time, I went on a guy's page. He was a guitarist. He was he left a mean comment on my thing. I went to his page. He was a guitarist. This was back when I read comments. Back when I was in the devil's tea.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was letting him stir me around. And I left a comment on his page. I said, dude, you are a fucking amazing guitarist. I was like, I'd love to get you on the podcast just to hear some of your work. And he DM'd me. He was like, dude, I've been a fan for fucking years.
Isn't that incredible?
And then I wrote back, oh, I just saw the comment you left on my page. I'm sorry, I didn't know that you didn't like me. He goes, no. Like, and I was like, that's so
just
mean.
Own it.
That's so mean that I would try to manipulate him to feeling like, because that's the worst is when you say something shitty about someone and they go,
you're calling it out.
Fan.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's really hard for us. We are so vulnerable in what we do and it's so personal. And it's like when you have someone, I'm not talking about I don't like your comedy. Even you suck is whatever. But like they can really dig at you bad.
Yeah. You don't, I'll tell you what I talked about in therapy. It initiates what they call a trauma response.
Yep.
And you have to figure out why does that affect you?
Yeah.
That was what I had to figure out. It's like, why does it affect me that someone doesn't like me? And it's my need for approval.
Yeah.
And my need for
mine too.
Yeah. And it comes at a young age of just, you know, maybe having someone in your community or a parent not loving you for who you were.
Yeah.
And that shows up and it sucks. But I try my hardest. I honestly try my hardest to, because there are a lot of people that don't like me, to just give them love and be like, I got this isn't personal. I get it. It's not.
It's not personal. It's hard for me to give people love that are mean. It's hard for me.
So
That's
difficult.
Not they're judgmental, but are mean-spirited. It's really hard for me because I don't even comprehend it.
I don't comprehend mean. I don't either. I don't understand that behavior.
I don't either. Like it's evil to go on someone's thing and be so mean-spirited. And I'm talking like they really say horrible things.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting because it's got to be a form of love somehow. Meaning, right? Like, what's worse? To be ignored or to be hated?
Well, Zach always said to me, if you don't have people, you're doing great if people start hating you or writing stuff, or you're doing great in your career. I mean, he gets attacked. Everyone does.
How the fuck would he get attacked?
Oh, because of girls, and people hating him. People, I mean, they hate everybody, no matter who you are in this business.
Yeah, it's like,
they hate Garden State. They hate him. They hated Scrubs. They think he's a horrible actor. I mean, this is how they just find anything. It's really, they hate themselves. I mean, you can't love yourself. I'm sorry. And write evil things to someone like that, they're going to see.
Like Ari said to me one time, we did a podcast of me and him talking about his Are You Tripping podcast. Mm-hmm. Just casually. I talked to Ari about this the other day. Casually, he goes, man, the comments, they fucking hate you. I was like, hey, I didn't need to know that.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't read comments for a reason because that affects me. It does.
Of course, it would affect me too.
Because my intention was never to do a podcast with you so that it upset people. My intention was so that people would enjoy it.
I've had that same thing. I've had this, I work with All Things Comedy and Bill's company, and that's who produces a lot of my stuff. And they'll post something like, congratulations to Jessica, her special's coming out, and someone will be like, I hate that bitch, or she fucking sucks, or women aren't funny. I'm like, I don't care about women aren't funny, but they'll really dig, she's fucking disgusting. I'm like, they're just saying my special's coming out. Like, do I have to upset you that much?
They just say my special's
like, I'm really upsetting you. Like, this is really getting to you. It's weird.
Yeah,
but it's
I'm trying to choose my words wisely because I don't know. I really don't know how to respond.
I don't either.
And I'm really at a loss where I go, I'm just trying to be me. We're not trying to hurt anybody.
I know. We're trying to make people laugh. It's it's one thing if you're being horribly to a group of people, or you're being mean-spirited, but you just want people to be happy and laugh.
I read a comment on Two Bears the other day. We edited it out. But I pulled up a picture of, I went to a Dodgers game with my girls, and Leanne took a picture of me eating a hot dog. I read a comment, it was 2 years ago. I read a comment from 2 years ago. And it hurt my feelings.
Of course, it doesn't matter when it's from.
It's not real anymore. It's like that person could be dead. But it's
still said. It was still, hopefully. But the thing was still said.
Yeah, and I was like, oh. So I mean, I really honestly, and I wish I was like all my friends. All my friends read everything. I mean,
I could never. I would not be okay. I don't need to. I already bashed myself enough. I was bashed growing up. I don't need to read comments of people saying horrible things to me.
Yeah, I can't allow you the power to affect my day.
Right.
I mean that with respect. If you're listening to this right now and you're like, I'm going to trash these guys in the comments, I get it.
They will.
You can, and you're allowed to. You're totally allowed to. That's called freedom of speech, and you can do whatever you want. But I can't read it, not because I don't respect your opinion, but because I can't let you fuck up tomorrow for me.
That's how I am.
I can't let you fuck up tomorrow. I want to enjoy trees and enjoy my walk and love my wife, and I want to have sex, and I want to have a fucking cocktail. My parents are coming in town. I want to have a cigar with my dad, and I don't want to be thinking about you telling me, God damn it, your face is fucking purple, Bert. You're red as fuck. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Rachel and I were just talking about this a couple of days ago, that we could have 100 incredible comments and then you find the one that's negative, and it's like, I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
So I don't look at them. Yeah. I won't after. And I don't look at them a lot at all.
You every now and then you'll catch a stray. Like for me, it's always when I'm on a podcast and they pull up Bert Kreischer in YouTube, and you'll get like 9 side videos, and one's just a hate video of me.
Yeah.
And I always go, God.
Yeah.
I wanted you to like me.
YouTube's horrible, and Facebook is horrific.
I haven't been on Facebook.
Well,
I don't even. My dad sent me a video from Facebook the other day, and I was like, Dad, I can't log into Facebook.
Yeah.
When I hired someone to take over my social media a long time ago, and I can't get into Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. I can only get on Instagram.
Right.
It's the only thing I can use. But I just,
That's good though.
I think so. I'm so excited for your fucking special. I love that Hulu's doing specials.
Yeah, it's great. It's great because there's only 12 of them in a year, and it was Bill, and it's such good comics.
Bill, Jim,
Chris DiStefano, Matteo. I know. Yeah,
bangers.
Yeah, it's really good people. Sebastian.
What do you want from this special? I would say, my wife always says, put things in the universe, and the universe will hear you.
Yeah, I want to get the career that I should have gotten years ago. Meaning, I'm very grateful. I'm doing theaters now. I have a huge fan base. I want more people to see me. I want to play bigger places. I'm not bitter in my career, and I don't compare myself to people, but I really do feel like I've been doing really well on stage for a long time, and I want more people to see me and know who I am.
Yeah,
it's not about getting like a show, I just really want people to see what I do.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You are the example of undeniable.
Oh,
you are just undeniably talented. And I think you're right. If you're listening to this still and you're like, wait, you ruined the English for me? Go back to your dick, Bert. But like, yeah. You are fucking phenomenal. You're just a phenomenal talent.
Thank
Your
you,
special
Bert.
is on Hulu right now, April 25th, 2025. It's on Hulu. It was recorded in New York City at Sony.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, as a comedian, jokes per minute, within the first 7 minutes, you get more material than the majority of comics ever put on a special.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, it's so good. You are one of the few people in this business that everyone agrees they do not want to follow. I'm being serious.
I know Bill always says that.
No one wants to follow you.
Yeah.
You change the energy in a room. Yeah. You make the room yours.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is so special about you. You create. I've only seen like 2 people do that one was this autistic kid that was so fucking funny.
I'm sorry. I just love that I'm in a category with an autistic kid.
This kid was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
He was so funny. I don't know if he still does stand up, but he went on stage, and there was no question that when he got off stage, everyone kind of wanted to follow him to the bar.
Yeah, that's the goal. But that's how you are too.
Well, I don't know but Ralphie May was like that also.
He was like that. Godfrey's like that too.
There's a lot more than I guess I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Now. Godfrey's like that, and you're like that.
Yeah.
You take a room and you turn it into your room, and it's your show and your party. Doesn't matter what happened before or what's going to happen after.
Yeah.
Mitch Hedberg was like that.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. I hosted a show at University of Michigan. I was just starting with him and Gilbert Gottfried. Is that not the craziest? Gilbert went up first and ripped toilet paper everywhere, and I couldn't find Mitch. This is unbelievable. I was freaking out because I only had like 7 minutes of material, and I went behind the curtain and I saw him standing there going like this. And I was like, Mr. Hedberg, you're on next. And he went on like, how is going to follow someone ripping toilet? Because Gilbert did great. He fucking killed. I've never seen someone kill like that. God. He killed, just telling jokes, dry, quiet. They gave him a standing ovation. They were screaming. It was really interesting to watch.
Wow. Yeah, I only met him one time.
Yeah, me too. That was
one time. The one time you met him?
Yeah.
Wow. It's such a bummer that he's dead.
I know. And Greg Giralt. I mean, there's so many.
And Gilbert.
I know. I went to his funeral. It was hilarious.
Wait, why was it?
The comics were hysterical talking about him. Yeah, it was really funny.
Wait, who talked at his funeral? Did Attell?
Yes, Attell. Who else? I mean, all these great old school comics. I can't even remember. I block everything out.
Gilbert was really interesting. I did Something's Burning with him in New York.
You did?
And it was Attell. I wanted Attell to do it, and Attell wanted Gilbert to do it.
What a great combination for that show.
I almost burned the house down that day. And for real, I almost did. I started a grease fire. And Gilbert Godfrey was so quiet off stage. He was with his wife.
She's wonderful.
She was wonderful, and he was so quiet and so mild.
Yeah, he is.
And the second the camera went on, he was Gilbert Godfrey. And you were like, Jesus. And then the camera went off, and he just went right back to, thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I know. It's a pleasure. Can I take some leftovers?
Yeah.
The cheapest person on earth.
First time I met him, I said, how much money do you have? And he goes, I don't know. I said, no, like you gotta be rich, right? I was young. I had to be 29 years old. Mm-hmm. It was right when Celebrity Net Worth showed up on the internet.
Oh, that's so funny.
And we were doing a radio show together.
Yeah.
And my buddy Cowhead's show. And they Googled it, and they said, you're worth $6 million. And Gilbert Godfrey goes, I've got way more money than that. That's off by $10 million.
You're making him sound like Freddie Roman.
I'm bad at accents. I'm bad at accents. Every accent
I am too.
is either pirate or Asian.
Yeah, mine is Asian. Every time I try to do like a Hispanic accent, I'm like, well, no,
can I tell you, I met a dude, there's nothing funnier than this. I met a dude, if he's listening, this is the second time I've said this, and I apologize. He's a very, very wildly successful anime director.
Yeah.
His name's Adi, A-D-I, I forget the last name. We're having dinner. He's an Indian guy, and we're having dinner. This is him. We're having dinner. We're having drinks.
Yeah.
And I said, where are you from? He said, I'm from India, and then I lived in Singapore. I said, well, your accent is flawed. Like, you have no accent. And he goes, oh, this isn't my real accent.
Wow.
I said, really? He goes, and then I can't even do an Indian accent.
Right.
So it sucks that I can't do it. He goes, this is my accent. But
all of a sudden he turned like Kermit the Frog.
He's like, yeah, all right. He did an Indian accent.
That is a Southern accent. It's someone who has a cantaloupe stuck in their throat.
Hey, all right. But he did an Indian accent. He goes, this is how I really speak, And I went, what? And he puts on an American accent for American people to
a lot of people are able to do that.
I can never do that.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
What city do you think? I'm going to wrap this up. I know I'm fucking just sitting here talking to you like we're at a slumber party.
I know. What's for breakfast?
I just love you to death. What accent do you think you could acquire the easiest into your lifestyle? If you had to move to a country based on you fitting in based on your accent.
Asian. I don't even have to think about it. It would probably be one of the hardest to learn, but I would be, because I can do a high... Oh, Oh,
I do real good fake Vietnamese.
What, can I hear it?
Yeah. Oh,
fake.
I know. Sandra. I do it to Sandra. Oh, Sandra, you're right there. Here, start me off.
You want it in English?
No. You just say something in Vietnamese and then I can go. It's pretty good, huh?
Wait, can I hear it one more time?
Wait, she's speaking real Vietnamese.
No, I know. I love it.
Wait, which one sounds more Vietnamese, me or her?
Well, let me do it one more time slow, because you went too fast.
Oh, that's how they talk.
I know, but we're not doing a real... But
Vietnam is a passionate fucking country.
Well, a lot happened there. I don't know if you know.
All right.
Bây giờ cô nói tiếng Việt cầu cho chú nha.
Well, it started really...
Yeah.
What did you just say?
Right now I'm talking in Vietnamese for Mr. Bert and Mrs. Jessica.
Oh, it's not Mrs. anymore. No, you're so sweet. Yeah,
we have to address formally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so... I like that.
I would love if she just said the most hateful sentence in Vietnamese. She's like, the Jews don't belong in Palestine.
Could Could you imagine? I hate you. Yeah, what?
You could do a Vietnamese accent like in English, like, what the hell? What you talking about?
What you?
Oh yeah, I love that.
I love
that.
the way it just goes. Have you been to Vietnam?
No.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I bet.
Sandra,
I've
you've
heard.
been, right?
Yeah. Have you peed in a hole?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sandra,
my mom told me
I took a shit next to a goose. I was on a boat and a dude had his lunch in a bag and it was a live goose.
What?
Pull it up.
I saw my food get killed right in front of me.
Oh, they fucking kill food.
What was it?
It was a chicken.
I can't. I wouldn't be able to eat it after that. Were you okay? You were okay with that? Yeah. I can't. I don't know. That I'm impressed because I could never do that.
I was on a boat and we were taking a boat to Halong Bay. And well, I like to say it authentically. You know, it's like when you order chips and guacamole. Why don't
Guacamole.
Like I did that with Jesus Trejo one time. Jesus Trejo's
I love him.
He's great.
Yeah.
And he goes, and can I have some tortillas? And she goes, yeah. And I go, hey, don't do that. He goes, what? And I go, you put a little spin on it. It's like, just say it the way you're supposed to say it. And he goes, that's how it's supposed to be said. He goes, you're doing it wrong. And I went, oh yeah, maybe I am. And then I was like, I'm going to start doing that with all my words.
Yeah.
We're like, how long by? And then I'm going to get, ein Bier, you know, really like, Bert Kreischer.
Oh.
Yeah, really just fucking.
Are you German?
Hard.
I would have never done this podcast if I knew that. Never.
My, from the Black Forest.
Oh my God.
Baden-Baden.
Wow.
Bad side of the team.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my
Can't believe I did this.
my father's father, my grandfather, when he was in World War II, he not exonerated the camps, but not foliated them. Liberated when they liberated the concentration camps.
Thank you. Please
you're
thank
welcome.
him.
No, he's dead.
Not the way we died, but yeah.
No, he died in the garage. I think the garage. No, he died painting my aunt's bedroom, I think. He had a stroke. Anyway, he saw family members that were Nazis. It was like really hard for him to put his head around the fact that had his family not left Germany, he would have just been a Nazi. Like, you know,
isn't that unbelievable? The whole thing is.
It's so fucking bizarre.
I know. I think we should talk about the Holocaust for like 20 minutes before we end the podcast.
You know, I really could.
Yeah.
But I know so much about World War II that it's like, you know, they flooded the fields the day before D-Day because they knew they were going to come in. They were going to drop soldiers off in parachute.
Yeah, I did know that.
They flooded the fields and a lot of dudes drowned in those fields.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? To survive.
I love those movies. I could watch them all day and night. Yeah.
World War II in color on.
I know. I've watched it.
What is your favorite theater in World War II? Meaning, do you like the European front or do you like the Japanese front?
The European front.
Really? I'm a fan of the Japanese.
I mean, I've watched that too a lot, but I like the European. I love the history. It's so fascinating to me.
Yeah. If you could time travel back to any one time in history, not do anything, not going to kill Hitler, not going to go kill Napoleon, Alexander the Great, the pyramids, Cleopatra, what Caesar.
That time. I feel very royal, yeah. But it was a vicious, horrible, yeah. I'd hope that I was like in a good situation.
Oh, I definitely want to.
Yeah.
Was it Louis' joke? I definitely want to be white to time travel back. Was Louis was like talking to Chris? I think he was talking to Chris Rock. They were talking about time travel. You can go anywhere. Louis goes, you can only go to like fucking 2 places.
Yeah, that's so, yeah.
Is that Louis' joke?
I don't know. I've never heard it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure Chris laughed at that.
Yeah. And Louis is like, I can go anywhere. I'm almost certain it's Louis' joke. This has been a great podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We've been doing 2 hours. Your podcast, I'm the Man, is on Hulu.
It's not a podcast, but yes.
Drunk. Your special, I'm the Man.
My Broadway show, I'm the Man, is coming out in Times Square.
Your special, I'm the Man, is on Hulu April 25th, 2025. I'm so fucking happy people are going to get to see this. This is so good. I watched it today. You're fucking spectacular.
Thank you.
You are one of my favorite hangs, and you are the hardest person to follow in stand-up comedy.
Oh, what a compliment. Thank you.
It is meant with love. I love you to death. And I could keep going for another 2 hours.
I know. I'll come back soon. I want to do Something's Burning again.
Yeah, please.
You should have Rachel and I. It would be hysterical.
Talk to Christine. We'll set it up.
It would be really funny.
Yesterday for Wife of the Party.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right, good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Love you. Thank you. Oh, my God. I love your time.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.